Okay, that's all we get to see. 9 seconds. And in these 9 seconds, we can see that there's some work to be done.
Did y'all see that Angel Reese workout video? 9 seconds. That's it. Just 9 chaotic seconds of limp shots, weird footwork, and whatever that was supposed to be on defense. I mean, it looked more like a TikTok draft than actual training, and right after she posted that, the Indiana Fever rookies, yeah, the ones fresh off the draft, dropped full practice footage. No filters, no edits, no clout-chasing clips, just straight up hooping, crisp ball movement, lob catches, defensive sets. And let me tell you, it was night and day. You ever watch two people do the same thing, but one's out there faking effort and the other's building something real? That's exactly what we're about to get into. Because when you line up Angel's gym clip next to Caitlin Clark and the Fever rookies, yeah, one side's chasing views, the other's chasing wins. Stick around, this one's gonna be rough, but real. Alright, so let's take a quick step back and lay out what actually happened, because this whole thing kinda blew up fast. It all started when Angel Reese dropped a new workout clip online. And let me be clear, calling it a workout video might even be generous. It was literally just 9 seconds long. No drills, no structure, no visible coach, nothing. Just a few scattered jumpers and some shaky footwork in an empty gym. No context, no intensity. It felt like a highlight reel for a workout that didn't really happen. Now here's where it gets interesting. Around the same time, almost like the universe was setting us up for the perfect comparison, the Indiana Fever quietly released full practice footage of their rookies in action. We're talking Caitlin Clark, Michaela Timpson, Bree Hall, Yvonne Im, all fresh off the draft, already locked in like vets. Not just going through the motions either. You could see the chemistry starting to form. Sharp passing, pick and rolls, real structure, real tempo, real coaching, and let's be real. People on the internet, they noticed immediately. Because, side by side, the contrast couldn't be more obvious. One clip felt like a clout-chasing post, just enough to remind followers, hey, I'm still here. The other looked like a team preparing for war. Now keep in mind, Angel's been loud lately. She's made it clear she wants to be seen as a face of the league. She literally said people aren't watching just for one player. They're watching for her too. Which, cool, confidence is great. But when that's the energy you're putting out, and the footage you drop doesn't back it up, you're basically inviting people to compare you to the real ones grinding in silence. And that's exactly what happened. So now the question becomes, is this just a one-off bad look for Angel? Or is this a pattern where she's more focused on looking like a pro than actually training like one? Because the Fever rookies, they're not chasing likes. They're building something real, and it shows. Okay, now let's talk about this clip. The infamous 9 seconds that pretty much sparked the whole conversation. So Angel Reese drops this workout footage on social media, and right off the bat, you can tell it's off. It's not that she's in the gym, that's great. It's how she's in the gym that has people scratching their heads. Let's break it down. The first thing you notice, there's no structure. No warm-up, no progression drills, no clear purpose. It's literally just a few random jumpers, some awkward pacing, and that's it. Like someone said, yo, just get a quick clip for IG, and they filmed the first 9 seconds they saw. Now here's where it gets ugly. The mechanics. Her shot form is just rough. The elbow flares way out like she's trying to swat a fly mid-jumper. Her guide hand crosses over her face like she's trying to shield her eyes from the sun, and the release point is way too low. It's not smooth. It's not clean. It's not repeatable. She even drags her pivot foot, which might not seem like a big deal in an empty gym, but in a real WNBA game, that's a travel, that's a turnover, that's a lost possession. And here's the biggest red flag. There's zero intensity. No pace, no urgency, no signs of fatigue or real effort. It looks like she's rehearsing a scene, not preparing for the season. And listen, we're not here to nitpick every little thing, but when you're claiming to be that girl, when you say people are watching women's basketball because of you, and this is the footage you put out, you're basically handing people an open invitation to question how serious you really are about this next level, because it doesn't look like a player grinding to get better. It looks like someone filming content, and look, if it was just a one-off day-in-the-life type video, fine. But when you've got rookies in Indiana doing full-speed drills, working through sets, catching lobs, and you're out here putting up a soft two off a jab step in a silent gym, yeah, people are gonna talk. And they should, because in the NBA, 9 seconds of sloppy mechanics says more than a whole press conference. Now let's flip the camera. While Angel Reese was out here posting quick clips that looked more like a social media check-in than a training session, over in Indiana, the Fever rookies were putting on a clinic. We're talking full, uncut practice. Footage, not 9 seconds, not snippets, real work. And the difference? You don't even need to watch twice. It's right there, first up, Caitlin Clark. Smooth, controlled, setting the pace like a floor general. Her court vision? Elite. She's zipping passes into tight windows, reading the floor, getting everyone involved. It's not flashy, it's precise. You can see she's not there to look good on camera. She's there to get better, fast. Then you've got Michaela Timpson, Bree Hall, and Yvonne Eam, all locked in from day one. You can literally see them communicating, rotating, setting screens, catching lobs, and it's only been 48 hours since they got there. Like Michaela Timpson out here catching lobs and drills, finishing through contact, running the floor with confidence. This isn't potential, this is readiness. Bree Hall's working out of the post, spotting up, knocking down mid-range shots like it's nothing. And Yvonne, efficient, balanced, smart with every move. Every player has a role, every drill has a purpose. It's not just conditioning, it's chemistry building, and you can feel the energy. You've got Aaliyah Boston, already one of the leaders on the team, coaching Michaela in real time. Not for the camera, not for clout, but to get her rookie teammate ready for the league. The vibe? Locked in. No one's putting on a show. There's no awkward posing for a clip. No shaky footage shot on a phone. Just coaches, players, and the grind. And that's exactly how a championship culture starts, with the little things done right, from day one. When you watch that Indiana Fever practice footage, you don't just see athletes. You see a system forming. You see a group of rookies getting molded by real coaching, real expectations, and real work. No shortcuts, no applause after every shot. Just corrections, adjustments, reps. And that's what separates teams who talk from teams who build. Here's something a lot of people miss when they watch these workout clips. Who's coaching matters just as much as what you're doing. And when you look at the difference between Angel Reese's footage and the Indiana Fever's practice sessions, that gap becomes painfully obvious. Let's start with Angel. In her 9-second video, there's a guy, probably a trainer, off camera tossing compliments after every shot, and not helpful ones. Just stuff like tough or yeah, that's it, after she bricks a jumper, or drags her foot on a drive. Bro, that's not coaching. That's cheerleading. You're watching Angel make the same mechanical mistakes over and over again. The same elbow flare, the same poor footwork, the same offhand issues, and the only thing coming back is praise. No correction, no feedback, no accountability. And that's a problem, because bad habits don't fix themselves, especially at the WNBA level, where defenders aren't going to stand around while you figure it out. Now, let's go back to Indiana. In their practice footage, you've got Aaliyah Boston, a rising star in the league, literally pulling rookies aside mid-drill. Michaela Timpson catches a lob. Aaliyah walks over, says something, gestures, explains. You can tell it's not about ego. It's about making sure everyone's locked in and learning fast. That's what real leadership looks like. That's what high standards sound like. And it doesn't stop there. You can hear coaches in the background actively instructing, not just hyping. They're talking spacing, defensive rotations, screening angles. These players are being given tools, not just motivation. The entire environment feels intentional, like every rep counts, every mistake is corrected, every drill builds on the next. Compare that to Angel's clip again. It looks more like a friend with a camera hyping up a celebrity, not a coach preparing a pro. And that's the real issue here. It's not just that Angel's mechanics are off, it's that no one in her circle seems willing to fix them. Because let's be real, it's easy to post videos of yourself working out. It's harder to do the actual work, with someone pushing you, holding you accountable, and calling out your flaws so you can get better. Over at Indiana, that's exactly what's happening. Angel's surrounded by yes men. The Fever rookies, they're surrounded by mentors and technicians. And that difference, that's gonna show up real fast once the season starts. All right, let's really zoom in now, because this isn't just about effort or energy anymore. This is about pure mechanics. Let's talk about Angel Reese's shooting form. Now, to the casual viewer, it might not look that bad at first glance. She's in the gym, putting up shots, the ball goes up, the ball comes down, right? But when you slow it down, when you look at the details, it gets rough. First of all, the release. Her shooting elbow is way out to the side, flaring out like she's trying to elbow a defender instead of square up to the rim. That might fly in a high school gym, but in the NBA, that's a brick every time unless you're wide open with no pressure. Then there's the offhand, the guide hand. This is supposed to stabilize the ball during the shot motion. But with Angel, it crosses her face, like completely. It's covering her eyes. Her shooting motion looks more like she's wiping sweat off her forehead than taking a jumper. And the follow-through? Inconsistent. Sometimes she flicks the wrist in, sometimes it snaps sideways, sometimes it's like half finished. No snap, no control, no rhythm. If you're wondering why her shots hit back iron or just float wide, this is why. Oh, and don't forget the footwork. She drags her pivot foot on multiple shots. Sometimes it looks like she's fading for no reason. There's no balance in the shot, no lift, no drive from the legs. It's all upper body and guesswork. This isn't nitpicking. This is the stuff coaches are supposed to fix immediately. Because in the WNBA, the defenders are stronger, the closeouts are faster, and the margin for error, microscopic. Compare that to someone like Caitlin Clark. Her form is automatic. Every shot looks the same. Balance, elbow tucked, smooth release, full follow-through. She catches the ball and it's up before the defense even recovers. That's not luck. That's muscle memory built from thousands of reps, the right way. Even rookies like Michaela Timpson, you can see the athleticism, yeah, but what really stands out is control. She's finishing through contact. Her footwork on the catch is clean. She's got balance, fluidity, purpose. Angel's shot, on the other hand, it looks like she's still experimenting, still adjusting, still hoping it'll click one day instead of getting proper development. And listen, we're not saying Angel Reese isn't talented. She clearly has the tools, but mechanics don't lie. If you start with a shaky foundation, everything you build on top of it falls apart, especially when the pressure hits. And in the WNBA, the pressure's coming every single night. Now that we've broken down the mechanics, let's talk about mindset. Because at the end of the day, this whole situation isn't just about how you shoot a basketball, it's about why you're in the gym in the first place. And when you watch Angel Reese's clip, and then flip over to what's happening in Indiana's practice facility, you start to realize this is a mentality divide. Angel, she looks like she's filming a moment. Caitlin and the Fever rookies, they're building a foundation. Angel's video feels like it was made for the timeline, a quick visual update for fans and followers. And yeah, she's got every right to post content, keep her name out there, build the brand. That's the game today. But here's the issue. If you're going to position yourself as one of the faces of the league, as someone who says, people aren't just watching for Caitlin Clark, they're watching for me too, then the work you show the world better back it up, because right now it doesn't. That 9-second clip looked like a highlight reel for social media, not a real athlete. In development, there's no coaching, no structure, no accountability, just camera angles and soft praise. Meanwhile, in Indiana, it's not about being seen, it's about getting better. Those rookies didn't ask for attention. They earned it. They didn't post up flashy reels, or they let the grind speak for itself. The footage was raw, uncut, and real. You could feel the intensity, the urgency. You could see rookies being molded into pros in real time. And this is what separates viral from valuable, because popularity can carry you through college. It might get you NIL deals. It might build a brand. But in the pros, you either perform or you fade, and Angel Reese might be trending today. But Caitlin Clark and these Fever rookies, they're out here preparing to trend for the next 10 years. Not off clout, but off consistency. Because in the WNBA, there's no filter for fundamentals. There's no For You page on game day. And once that ball is tipped, the only thing that matters is the work you put in when nobody was watching. So now that we've seen the difference in effort, in structure, in mindset, we've got to ask the real question. Who's actually going to be ready when the season starts? Because this league doesn't care about hype. It doesn't care how many followers you have. It doesn't care who went viral on Tuesday. The WNBA is brutal, and it rewards one thing: preparation. And right now, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever rookies are preparing. Angel Reese, she's posting. You can already see the cracks forming. Her mechanics, not being fixed. Her sessions, light, scattered, and honestly, more about optics than output. She's surrounded by people who hype her up after every misstep, and that's dangerous. Because every minute those bad habits go unchecked is a minute closer to those habits being exposed on a real court. And it will happen. Because at this level, you're not playing against casual defenders anymore. You're playing against veterans who've been in this system for years. Women who are stronger, faster, smarter, and frankly, tired of the hype. Meanwhile, Michaela Timpson is catching lobs and finishing like a pro. Bree Hall is spotting up and knocking them down. Caitlin Clark is reading defenses and setting tempo like it's her third year, not her first week. These players aren't just preparing. Their bodies, they're preparing their brains, their timing, their chemistry. That's the stuff that wins games when everything's on the line. So here's the truth. One side is preparing for a highlight reel. The other is preparing for the playoffs. And the difference? It's already showing, even before the first game is played. Because when the lights come on and the pressure gets real and every possession matters, you won't be able to filter that. You won't be able to post through it. You'll either be ready or exposed. And right now, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever rookies are looking ready. So now that you've seen it all laid out, the footage, the focus, the coaching, the work, who do you think is really built for this league? Is it Angel Reese, with the flash, the filters, and the fame? Or is it Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever rookies, grinding in silence, putting in the kind of work that actually translates on game day? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Angel's just having a slow start and she'll bounce back? Or do you think the gap in preparation is already too big to ignore? And if you're hyped about this Indiana Fever squad, if you're buying into the energy, the chemistry, the real work being done, go ahead and drop "I've got the fever" in the comments. I want to see who's really tapped in. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, because this season, we're breaking it all down, play by play, highlight by highlight, and we're not pulling any punches. The WNBA is changing fast. Some players are chasing the spotlight, but others, they're building something that's gonna last. Choose your side, and I'll see you in the next one.